GM fan. We are live with Valley Vibes Podcast with your hosts, Phyllis Gutierrez and Zircon, talking about NFTs, talking about NFT NYC. A lot of things going on right now. A lot of projects coming out with their teasers on what they're going to do in this event. I feel like this is like the Golden Globes, the Grammys of NFTs. Some project is gonna try to go big or go home, right? We got Claynos, we got the Gods BTC versus Eve, we got some Space Cadet review on the side, and Oogy Arts kind of coming out with some traits, which is cool. We'll go through that as well. Zircon, how you doing, man? How's everything? What's up?
Everything's good, Phil. We're back on making profits on Solana, which makes me really happy because it's fun to watch the market and everything, but in if you are also making money, it's always better. We have Helios Rising, that is really an interesting play from Soul Space Cadet. I didn't know the guy. I didn't know the project. One of my friends just dropped me the link when it was minting on the stealth mint, and I didn't know what's going on. I'll go further on detail later in the podcast. But it's really cool. I like that there are still these kind of projects just to have some fun on Solana. We also have some information about the Oogys and how they're gonna look. I checked some sneak peeks on the first, maybe. We also have Claynos on New York City. We have plenty of stuff to cover. We have also
Yeah.
DeGods moving to Ethereum. There's a lot of things to talk today. I don't know if we're gonna be able to talk about everything that we want to, but it's been a long time since we have a lot of topics to cover. So happy to be here.
Yep. And then for sure, there's one thing we do have to mention. We hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's really, awesome for us. We
Yeah.
we started off just us talking about NFTs, and we're actually more bigger than just talking about NFTs. There's people that are interested in what we talk about. Shout out to GM Leo and for coming here all the time. Leo, we really have to just really want to say thank
Yeah.
you for just coming on. I mean, Zircon, you have any words on that on the side
Yeah.
stop?
I think in the future I have to change this one for a PFP of King Leo, just because of the support. The piece of art that I have right in my back, I'll put a PFP of King Leo anytime soon, just because of all the support. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Thank you for being around.
and shoot me a DM, King Leo. Just shoot me a DM. I want to hit you up. And so let's get on to the main thing. NFT NYC. We have a lot of things going on. I mean, this is completely like it's like the Grammys, man. It's like Bad Bunny. It's like Madonna and Britney Spears. They have to kiss for to really someone is gonna bring on the show. And now OK Bears just came out basically saying they're gonna do something big in NFT NYC. This is after the gods with Frank going Black Ops. This is after Claynos with what they're about to do with their booster packs. What what do you think is gonna happen, man? Like how's this playing out?
I wanna see OK Bears doing something. I always roasted them because of the wristbands and all this stuff, but I wanna see their money being invested and how they played it, and I wanna see what they bring to the table. I'm really hyped on what OK Bears are gonna bring on NYC.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to look. They basically threw out some red stuff around. People are joking around. It's a Supreme collab. I don't know, man. Is it really a joke? Is it not? I mean, they're kind of like in part of this whole IMG partnership here. It does look different. They're throwing the red as the green, meaning like red means good days. It means bullish. They
Oh,
say 10 days. I mean, what's going on here, man?
I've seen a hint there. Go a little bit up. I don't know if you know that guy that they retweet a little bit further. The one the Instagram story, that's from Banks. I think,
Thanks.
if I'm not wrong, he's the actual founder of FaZe Clan. Yeah, he's the
Ooh.
founder of FaZe Clan. FaZe has that kind of red, so maybe we are seeing a collab from that side. Supreme is, it's a little bit too too overreacted. I think I see more a collab between OKVerse and FaZe. That FaZe is a really big company, by the way. It's one of the biggest esports team around the world. They have a Counter-Strike team, Valorant team, League of Legends team. They have a plenty of esports covered, and their players are really good. So it's not that we're talking about a small company. They are more likely a big figure on esports niche. So it's really cool that they are collabing with FaZe, and if that's the case, but it's not Supreme.
It's not Supreme.
Yeah, I don't think it's Supreme. I see more this type of collab.
I would enjoy this more than Supreme. So I hope you're right. The Supreme would just be like, yeah, fashion, but yeah, this definitely looks awesome. It's got 206,000 views for this one here. So these guys definitely do look like, you know, some big dogs in this whole type of industry. And I've heard of FaZe Banks before, but I was never into this scene.
Yeah, I
So
think
how'd you know about it?
because I used to be a gaming content creator, so I know this kind of stuff. I know FaZe, I know Banks, and once they started connecting some dots between the esport niche and the NFT world, because FaZe Banks, well, we've seen Mongrel. Mongrel is a pro player that used to be a player for FaZe Clan, that was the one that won the Bored Ape Yacht Club game and won the key that he sold for like $1 million, I think. So there's a lot of dots on my previous gaming gaming and content creation career, like going together with the NFT space. It's so funny because now I'm seeing a lot of players that I used to see when I was a content creator on gaming, moving or touching a little bit of the NFT space with either Bored Ape Yacht Club, DeGods. It's really funny that I'm seeing all these guys like holding this kind of stuff because I did it like a year and a half ago, and they're now moving and getting into the NFT world. It's real funny.
Well, yeah, it's kind of funny how like the project that you that basically messed around with, made fun of OKVerse is doing a collab with FaZe Banks in the gaming world. So it's coming back at you. OKVerse is coming to your field. So there you go.
Happy for OKVerse though.
Stuff. For sure. OKVerse is they're always moving. And they got their $1 million treasury going on. I think it was like $1 million, right? They did like probably the smartest moves in Solana.
Yeah, they printed a lot because one thing that they had in their favor is that they minted and they pumped really hard, and the royalties were still in play back on the day of OKVerse.
It was Solana, and they switched it to USDC.
And Solana was crazy expensive. It was I think around 100 when OKVerse minted. So they printed a lot of money.
Yeah, there are plenty of resources. When they switched to USDC, a lot of people thought that it was a dumb idea at that time. I think Solana was probably like above like 170 or something, probably near $200, and it was like the smartest financial move at that time. They timed the top.
That's when I always remember the OKVerse move as how important it is to have volatility into consideration when you make a project, when you're gonna invest money. You don't have to forget that cryptocurrencies are really volatile. Even though we want Solana to succeed and to reach, I don't know, 1,000 USD, we're talking about a cryptocurrency and we're talking about volatility all the time. So I think it was the smartest move. I mean, we're talking about the funds for an actual brand. We're not talking about a guy that made a project and is having fun with his friends. We're talking about a brand. They already have the IP rights. I mean, they're going, they're moving steps forward. So they have to be responsible with the money of their holders. And I think it was the smartest move. I mean, even if Solana pumped, I mean, they're securing the money. They're securing the bag, and I think it was the smartest move.
And hello, man. This guy's just In 9 days, we're gonna get rugged or sent to Valhalla.
Yeah, yeah,
But but yeah, so we got other stuff going on. We have Oogies. Oogies basically so backstory for you watching. They they had a little delay going on, but they're still moving. There's still a lot of people heading into their project, but they basically just came out with something really cool, and I'm gonna share it on my screen so we can see it. They basically said, um, "We are finalizing DevNet testing. Prod testing begins later today. We appreciate your patience a lot. We were planning on releasing this an hour before review, but as token, here you go." So here they have the actual traits and different traits which look completely cool, man. I mean, you have the common, right? I don't know if you can
yeah,
see it
yeah,
green
yeah,
right
yeah. It's
here.
it's on
Yeah,
screen.
and then you have the rares,
Yeah,
and then you have the epics, and then you have the fabled. And it's got its own, you can see that the fable is like more glowish
yeah,
and a little bit different. I really like the black one, the black green one. That's probably my favorite one right here.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, for
as
sure.
far as like rares, I definitely enjoy the rares.
Yeah.
So like high chance for for me to get a rare at a good decent price if I were to buy one. But look, what do you think of this fur?
Can you show me I want to see between commons and rares. The
As
fur,
far as
the actual furs.
the furs,
Yeah, because that's the thing that will distinguish the collection. So I want to see. Oh yeah, so there's like two furs. Oh, I like it. I would be even I would be even more happy if there was just one brown fur on the rare ones. So you know that if you get those kind of skins, you have a rare one and you can distinguish it like a mile away. But I like it. I like that the common ones are more on the brown and the yellow, and the rare ones are different, and then they scale up with the glow. I like it.
yeah. And the reason why I'm looking at this is because more likely I'm gonna get one of these.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
I mean, cool right here, but I don't think I'm gonna.
yeah. Unless you
Uh,
get really lucky, maybe you get a fabled one. Who knows?
if the floor price, yeah, I mean, yeah, if they reveal right, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But who knows? Uh,
It reminds me of a guy that actually got 101 tunis and sold it for five. So
oh right, yeah. Now we also got the clothes right here. I mean, the clothes, same thing. I you see the comment here. You got the basketball
yeah,
jersey. You got the jockey look here on the right
yeah,
side. That one kind of like comes out a little bit more for me. Then on the epic side, you have
yeah,
uh these cool little other type of I feel like they're more like Game of Thrones style
yeah.
uh sweater things. And then on
Yeah.
the right, you have this astronaut dude and some other ones right here.
I would love I would love that the puffer one was an epic one. Check. I think
Which
it's
one?
and I think it's in the rare ones or in the common ones. I one with a pink puffer. No,
The pink buffer.
it's an uncommon one. Nah, that has to be at least rare. You can
I
see it a mile away. That has to be rare, at least rare or epic.
my ultimate favorite is the one right here with the gold necklace.
Yeah, with
That is
the Steve Jobs one.
Steve Jobs. I mean, I look at it like 50 Cent.
Ah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. With the chain, it's more like 50
Art's
Cent than
perception.
Steve Jobs.
Art's perception. You look at it as Steve Jobs. I look at it as 50 Cent. So, so yeah, like I mean, like a lot of these look cool.
Yeah.
They got their own traits right here. Different. I
Oh,
haven't really seen many of these.
there's gonna be a real. I mean, non-financial advice, but I've seen a noun glasses there
Where?
on
Oh,
there, and it's yeah. I think that one's gonna pump. You know the gods
really?
and how they trade their traits.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
It'll be
Uh,
interesting. I'm gonna follow how the noun glasses actually run.
right. Uh, yeah. I'll definitely see how that plays out.
Yeah,
These are the special ones, the special backgrounds. Yeah, I mean they look. This one
I
has got a
like it.
enough.
I like them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So they threw it out there. We got some cool stuff going on here with Oogies. Really enjoyable. We'll see how it plays out. Who's gonna mint what? Who's gonna get what? Someone's gonna be lucky. I don't know who.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be me if I buy one.
The
But
only time I got like a legendary one, I think it was with a project that actually rocked. So I'm not that lucky. I waste my one shot with a rug.
yeah. Now it's this is a horrible transition, but we're gonna talk about the project that you basically mentioned, which is Space Cadet. That's what I'm saying. It's a horrible transition because I was trying. I don't know, but Space Cadet. These guys are basically a different type of project. Helios Rising. This is the mission control. Zircon.
Yeah.
Where did you see this from, and what do you think of it?
This was really decent. Someone just dropped me the actual elixir mint that was going on. It wasn't on a stage. It was a stealth mint. They minted. The plan for Soul Space Cadet was to mint as much as the supply can, because this is a deflationary collection. So eventually we're gonna be reducing the supply with every single burn. So they minted around 15K, I think, of planets. The actual planet is called Planet Rising. And the thing is, this is how it goes. You minted a planet, right? You can mint as much as you can. It was a public fair mint. You can mint as much as you can. I minted 3 just to have some laughs with the guys. I minted 3. Then, after the mint finished, he started announcing stuff. The first thing he mentioned was that the first event was gonna be a burn event, where you're gonna burn a planet rising, that was the actual planet, and get fuel. You could get fundamental fuel or super fuel. Those are the two types. Super fuel is sitting around 6 Sol, and fundamental fuel, I think it's sitting around 0.5. And after
Huh.
that, of course, the planet rising price started going up, since the supply started getting down because of the burn. And then he revealed that today we'll have the space missions, that you have to burn 2 planets and 1 fuel to investigate one of the planets that are going around. There's 7 planets, and you, with each mission, you're gonna get something that I don't know what it is. It hasn't been revealed yet. It's been really funny. I mean, it was really cheap. You could get it for as low as 0.05 Sol. I minted them for 0.35, which is like 6 USD, really cheap. And we're having a lot of fun with this. I haven't seen this kind of mints since the actual Brains and Zombies faucet that you mentioned. So I'm having a lot of fun. I'm actually making money, because I think they're sitting around 0.6, 0.65. So it's like a 2x from what I minted. I'm enjoying this. I wanna see what the actual planets are gonna be useful for. I don't know. I was suggesting yesterday that maybe there's a reward if you get certain planets, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. We'll see what Soul Space Cadet has to say about it. But this was straight a Degen mint for Degens to have fun, and I really love that.
Yeah, let me see if I could try to find this on Magic Eden. I have it here. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. This is this
No,
is
that's not the
supposedly
one. It's called
okay. This
Helios
not it. Oh,
Rising on Magic Eden as well.
Helios Rising. Okay,
Helios Rising.
Helios Rising.
If you
Okay. This seems to be it right here.
Yeah,
0.59. Now they're all planets.
that's the planets you have to burn. And then there's another thing. They collaborated with Tensor. The fuels can only be bought. I mean, you can find the collection if you are holding it. Let me see if I can drop you the link. But if you wanna buy, if you wanna like check it out, you have to search it on Tensor, because the actual fuel, it doesn't show as a collection. I drop it on the private chat here on StreamYard if you want to see it, if you want to check it out.
Yeah, I have it out right here. Let's see what it is. And
That's the fuel. So
oh,
You
Yeah.
could burn one planet to get one fuel. Now the actual burning day is over. The number of fuels that are available is what it is. I think is 3K. So I think in like after today's burn, there's gonna be around, I think, 1K fuels maybe. So the supply is gonna start going down. We're like in half of the journey of the actual Soul Space Cadet experiment.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how it plays.
Man, that's interesting how this stuff is coming out during this type of market, and it's really interesting to see how they really made this gamification around here. But overall, shout out to Space Kit on trying to move forward, on doing different things out there, and pushing this space forward. So wish you the best going forward on your next adventures. Now we have other things as well. We have HGE.Sol basically coming back and giving out. I don't know if it was directly to us or if other people thought the same thing. It's probably not to us. Uh, he basically said, for those people think that I bought 258 Utes NFT for launching Hate Swap on Polygon. Sorry, I'm going to disappoint you. No plan to go there. It's simply been so long. I haven't done any real shopping on NFTs. So he basically said that he's deep into Hate Swap. And I basically said, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, that I think he's heading towards Polygon NFTs.
Yeah.
And he shot me down. So, but he told me ABC's. Well, I mean, it was kind of my own, but when ABC was like at, I think, 2 Solana, he said it's just art, and I sold it, and then it pumped all the way up to like 100. But
Because
I
it was not
still have
just art.
it was not just art.
he he feel hates up around ABC. That has to be a joke. It's just
So,
art. We're just building a
like,
ginormous company around ABCs, but it's just
yeah.
art.
So I and there was like the first one, and then I still bought like like 30 of them when it was still low. Like after, I don't know, it was like 15 or 30 Solana. But even though he said that, I'm still like,
Yeah.
just I don't know. But he's a cool dude, and I get what he's saying. It's a little bit different now. He's on Hate Swap, so he's a builder, a little bit different now from what he was beforehand. So more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
likely, probably true what he's saying. So that theory is shut down
Yeah. At least for now. We'll
for
see.
now. Now, one thing I do want to say is we talked about Claynos a lot. If you
Yeah.
remember, how, like, was it like every week we talked about it when they were like at 20 Solana? I think it was like every week,
Yeah.
and they went all the way up to like 100 Solana, and they basically did their thing, and we just watched it. I feel like Oogies is kind of like in the same boat. We're just talking about them every week, and
Yeah.
we're just sit here and watch them go
I
up.
I always remember how people laughed at me because I said Claynos were gonna reach 100 really, 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 really soon after they reach 60. I said, well, I think I said it here on the podcast that even before the end of the year, they were gonna reach 100. They already did. So
I think I even kind of laughed at you because I was like, no way, they can't do it this year, probably next year. And yeah, I think I was one of them actually
yeah.
that believe it would
I'm,
be like the
I'm also
following year.
surprised, by the way. It's not like I can't see the future, but I was really bullish on them. I'm really bullish on Oogie, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't wanna jinx it, but I'm really bullish on them.
yeah, I feel like there's something different going on, and it's gonna be funny how we're just gonna talk about it. We're just gonna stare at it, and then I'm
Yeah,
gonna say, "Oh man, I probably should have bought," and then process all over again. But
yeah,
all right, so we have some other things going on. We have Clayno right now doing some big event. They're basically throwing down this NFT NYC booster pack, and they already opened up the doors for this as well. And if you can see, they have this nice little gem. It's a booster pack NFT, and I don't know if you know how much these things are selling for, Zircon, but can you guess?
If Claynos are 100, how
Uh,
much are they? Three?
version. The LA one came out I think
Yeah.
like 3 weeks ago. It was like a booster pack. People were opening it up at the event, and they were putting the videos out on Twitter, like, they're all surprised, like they're opening up like Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
How much do you think how much do you think those LA booster packs are worth now? Give it a
I
guess
would
and I'll
say
pull it up.
being without any information, I would say 500. Maybe I'm
Okay.
going like way too high, but I think if Claynos are sitting around 90, I would say a booster pack should be around that price because we're talking about low supply collections.
You're pretty close. There it's right now
Well,
at
yeah,
69.
yeah, not that far away, by the way. There's two, and then it jumps to 750. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, you're not far away, man. And this is insane because I remember we were talking about this before. We were saying like, oh, how
Yeah,
like, um, I was saying that I'll be worried if this that dilutes the project, but it's not. It's not, man.
it's
It's
giving
doing the
extra
opposite.
cash. It's
What's
giving extra cash to the holders. That's crazy.
dude, it's insane. They're doing the complete opposite, man. Like, what do you think they're doing differently than other projects?
I don't
With
know.
this?
I think that's the main reason why they are so good at it. No one knows how they are doing it. It's like the Coke secret recipe. No one knows how to replicate the same things they are doing to just be successful because they're not. I mean, in the front end of what the project is, they are not doing anything like really different from anything we've seen in the past. I mean, they have a really strong community. They communicate on Twitter really well, but there's nothing like you say, oh, this is the reason why Claynos are doing the. I don't know if there's a main reason. I think there's like a lot of things that are just working out together to just pump them crazy high.
Yeah. I'm looking at this right here 'cause I'm trying to, like, study it right now, and the one thing I kind of see is, like, it's so simple, man.
Yeah,
It's so simple. Like, the way it's made, it looks so simple, like, so fun and simple. Like, with tiles, if I look at tiles, I'm completely confused on what's going on. But with this, I feel like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, man. I feel like the brand somehow just like
yeah.
it's simple to understand.
But you know what? I think one of the things that they are doing really well is that they have been working on this since before the mint. Because if you remember, the sardines were dropped even before the actual Claynos mint, and sardines were already doing really well. So they have been they worked and pulled off sardines, and they make it work, and then they just replicate how sardines work and gamify everything to be part of the whole ecosystem. I think that's maybe one of the keys why Claynos are doing really well. They are doing it the right way since even before the mint, which is crazy.
You know what I just found out? They had tacos. I didn't know. How did I miss this? I said carne asada, crispy shells. Uh, yeah, I mean, I kind of like lost track because I just saw these things, but yeah, I know what you're saying, man. It's just if okay, one question for you: would you buy a Clayno right now, or would you buy a Oogie? Like, I guess you have Claynos at 100 SOL. You have Oogie what like 30 SOL, 26 SOL right
Yeah,
now.
let's put it let's make it fair. Would you
Yeah.
buy one Clayno or the same amount on Clayno on Oogie? Let's say one investment. You have or one Clayno, or let's say three Oogies, more or less,
Oh,
roughly.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so like which
Um,
one? Okay, I see what you're saying. So basically, like which one would you pick to get the bigger the bigger value?
yeah. I
100
will
SOL.
I will split it into because I have two perspectives here. If we're thinking about just buy it and hold it, no hesitation, Clayno. if you are willing to maximize profits, I would buy Oogy and then flip it. But because I think Oogy has more potential in the short run, but I think Clayno is gonna be bigger in the long term run. But I think Oogy has a lot of potential, but I don't see Oogy replicating what Clayno did like in this 1 year gap, like skyrocketing to 100. I don't see it. Maybe 50 if they manage to make it work really well for the community, but I don't see how they can go that far as Clayno did in the long run. But yeah, I would say Clayno for the long run, Oogie to maximize profits.
I I would, yeah, I would pick Oogie right now. Uh, as far as like what could potentially be more profitable at this point. Because they're just starting. They're throwing it down right now, and them reaching 100 soul if they keep going the way they're going right now with all these different type of new metas coming out with, especially like with the reveal system that they
Yeah,
have on like different cool things. I think they could reach around 100. I mean, obviously, this is just my opinion. I'm just throwing. We're just right now just
yeah.
thinking
We're
out.
guessing.
Yeah, and Claynos right now, I think they're right now at a stage where like it's funny because like it's almost looking at it like like Apple, like Apple is at a $3 trillion they're like a $3 trillion company. Like how much more bigger can they get?
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah, yeah.
they still have a lot to go, but it's gonna be slower. I think so. Like it's a little bit different right now, different ball game. But yeah, interesting stuff. Both great projects. We'll see how they do. Now we have another project that we definitely got to talk about. We talked about Helios Rising from the last one. Now, Zircon, there's something that came out with Soul Casino. What do you have to say
Oof.
about
Yeah,
Soul?
I already made a statement on Twitter. I forgot to tag them, but since they are not answering to anyone, I didn't even worry about it. You can clearly see it yesterday in stream. I told it yesterday. There were some things that I didn't like about Soul Casino. Just because I want to say something, because this sounds like pure hate in my side, and I want to just clarify a little bit. I like that Soul Casino didn't go straight with revenue share because they're building something different. I like when projects kind of don't go in what everyone is looking forward, like the revenue share path. I like that they decided to go another way. But if you decide to not be extremely careful with how tokenomics are written, and then this is like a 17-year-old with no knowledge on tokenomics try to explain someone how it works. That's what I've seen of the statement. It looks really unprofessional on my end, and that's the thing I don't like. I mean, they worried so much on the tokenomics to make them work, and they throw this to the community. Is I think that it's almost disrespectful to the actual holders that bought because they saw something. It's misspelled. It's I don't know. It's really bad, and I don't like it.
Ah,
Hopefully they can fix it, because I like the idea they're behind on not doing revenue share, instead going with an ICO for tokens, for a token airdrop for the holders. But this is really as we always talked about how Claynos did everything right from the beginning. This is the opposite side. They're going wrong from the beginning.
that was just- yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, like, that's that's some great points. So, like, it's really at 12 soul? Do you pay 12 soul?
It's not. It's the thing. It's not clear, because it starts with, let's assume something. I mean, if you had to explain tokenomics, you don't have to make assumptions. Just explain how it works. What is this? Let's say Soul Casino token is $1. It's like my. It's like I'm trying to explain how tokenomics work to an 8-year-old guy. I mean, we're all grown ups. We're all adults. If you don't understand how tokenomics works, you should start reading some stuff. But Don't say. Let's say that it's really messed up.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. It's like I mean, I don't got much to say about this.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
that you brought that up and you found that stuff out there,
yeah,
but yeah, overall, we have Mr. TLDR. Shout out to him. He basically said, like, in what upcoming mints are we looking at? And honestly, I don't have any right now. If this was like 3 weeks ago, I would have said Oogies. If this was like a
yeah,
month ago, we said Oogies, which were what we were saying at that time, and that was basically the main one. But right now, there's mints out there, but it's like it's something that like I don't see it yet with these projects. Like I really have
yeah.
I have that spark in me to where, like, if I look at it, I'm like, "Oh my god, this is a project I really want to get into." Like
Yeah.
that spark of Oogies, like if you saw me, I was like I was like,
I've
"Oogies, Oogies, Oogie."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
I've
have
just
I don't
one, and it's not confirmed yet. I have one and one contender. I would say that the one I'm really looking forward is Madlats by NFT Backpack. I think that's one that's gonna crush it. It's really really solid. And my contender is the Heist because of all this mystery they're bringing on their collection. And there's a few I would say under contender that they could potentially be good. I have Tribus that is minting tomorrow, I think, on Polygon. And then we have today Muts that is minting, but I don't see it. I don't clearly see it. And that's all on my end. I mean, I would say in order, I would say mods that it's minting today. Then we have a step forward. We have Trivus, and then we have the heist on another step. And definitely my biggest mint going soon is Madlats by NFT
Dude,
Backpack.
I don't know
This is
why, but I
crazy.
like this one. I like this one right here.
Yeah.
This was really cool. I like this one. Uh, yeah, this was cool too. Oh, Iavenko, nice. But yeah, this one I completely forgot about, Mad Labs, and I think I have a whitelist for it too.
Yeah.
149. Oh my god,
Yeah, the
I
thing
remember.
is they rebranded like three times.
Yeah,
That's the thing what I think we're all confused right now.
I remember it was wow. It was like I was cool with the blue ball, and yeah, I never really saw this. What's going on, Diggs? What's up, man? But yeah, that's um that's some interesting ones that you brought out there, Mad Lads and all that. But as far as the other project, Mutts, isn't that the one with the crazy
Yeah, I
I don't know
know.
if you actually have the Twitter link for
Double
it.
T.
Yeah,
MUTTS is the Twitter handle.
MUTTS. That
Yeah,
is,
no.
I think I saw that one. Yeah, I'm just gonna be watching this one. I'm not really gonna
Yeah.
get into this one.
I
Uh,
whitelist, but I don't see it. I think the actual minting fee is too high. I don't know. I
it's got
think it
11,
might
12, 13
yeah. I it
followers.
might be worth of like a small flip, maybe from 77 to 1.1 soul, but I don't think it's gonna go much further, to be completely honest with you guys. I mean, I have a
Yeah.
whitelist and I'm gonna probably mint it because worst thing can happen is I lose like 7 USD. I'm willing to take that risk, but it's not a clear mint. I don't see it like
Oop.
really really going forward.
Yeah, it's we'll see how they do. It definitely does look like Ukiyo, man. It's gotta be Ukiyo.
Yeah, Yuki on Auli was the other project that has the exact same
Yeah.
art. Auli is sitting at point
Six.
15, so
But yeah, like,
just be careful, guys.
yeah, that's some interesting ones. So that is Zircon. Any last words that you have?
Yeah, I have to. I wanna. I don't have a last word. This is gonna be today. I was really a hater. I don't like my being on this position, but I'm just gonna deal with it and keep it going forward. I have a project that many guys are really really bullish on it, and I'm really really not a fodder, but there's a few things that I don't like. It's called Undead Genesis, I think. that now it's already running pre-sales. Their Twitter handle seems like they buy it. I don't like when projects buy a Twitter handle. Undead Genesis, I think it's called. Let me see. If you wait me 1 sec, I think I can find it because someone asked me what I think about that project yesterday, and today on the DAO, they asked me again. Undead Genesis, yeah. Like Undead,
I see it.
Undead Genesis, that one.
Interesting.
Yeah, their Twitter handle looks really good, but there's a friend which is following them that hasn't been active on the Solana community for like 6 months. So they bought the Twitter handle. I have no doubt on that. And they are selling the pre-sales right now. I'm not quite sure. I think I would be I would be careful with this one. I'm not saying they're gonna rug, maybe not. There's nothing wrong with buying a Twitter handle. It's just that they bought one that is really boosted, and I don't like when they buy boosted stuff because it's like to just hype people up. So I would be careful. I'm not saying it's a rug. Potential. It's, let's say it has a big red flag that it's already enough for me to not mint it. I've seen a couple of my friends bought the pre-sale anyway. I wouldn't buy the pre-sale because I've seen a project rugging the pre-sale money without me even minting. So I would be careful with this one. But yeah, that's what I have to say about this project.
Dude, there's like 40. So okay, so it was bought, so that's why there's like 46 mutual followings. So it's like kind of like maybe not real in some sense.
Yeah, the thing is, and as well, they have 22K, and they started like the project. I don't know. There's a few things, unless they are like running since last year, which I don't know. I think they are not because their first tweet is from February, I think. So they're not running since last year. I don't know. I would be careful with this one. I'm gonna be careful with this one. Not saying no. I don't want to make assumptions because, as always, I want to be careful, just not to fat projects just because. But I'm
Not the
gonna be
FUD
careful.
or chill projects.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
in the middle. But I am not gonna touch this. I want to see more. I'm not really a fan of the art, and it's drawn good. I mean, it's not bad, but I feel like it's not that unique. It kind of seems like it's been done in some way before.
Yeah.
The face kind of seems lazy because like it's got the same face in almost all of them. Like I don't know. I just
get
feel
your
like
point.
I just want to see more on what they're gonna do. So I'm gonna wait and watch it as usual. And then, but yeah, another project that Zircon brought up, cool project from the underground world of Solana that always like to enjoy to review. So overall, that is everything that we have for this show. Once again, appreciate the love. We hit 100 on YouTube. That's awesome. We've gone through a lot. You and us. We appreciate everything. Make sure you mint that like button, that subscribe button. Comment below anything you want us to talk about, just like what we just did with today with TLDR and some of the boys down below. That keeps us moving, keeps on going. And stay tuned for the next episode Thursday. We do have a project coming in on the April 18th. Stay tuned for that. It's a big project. And again, we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays around this time. We have our personal channels that we go live on as well. And join our Discord below. Zircon, you got your YouTube channel at Herein, I believe. Do I have that right? All right. And then we have my personal channel as well, where we just talk about our own stuff as usual. So join our Discord below. Much love and peace.